It's really weird because as I was starting this, like, I mean, I've had a hole in my head for like, I mean, a few days, and their very first album, Celebrity Skin, that actually Kurt Cobain wrote. I've had that album in my head because Courtney Love is fucking iconic. She's awesome. Her voice, her style, everything that she did for grunge, it worked because of Kurt, right? She wouldn't have been Courtney Love without him. And that's why she's a huge, huge sellout, okay, for what she did. But minus that, I got the song Violet in my head. And there's been a few songs that have been coming up. Because I don't like every single song on that album, but I love majority of that album. You should not have to say no. I don't know if you should listen to that album, but like Courtney Love is speaking right now. And I remember watching this documentary way back in the 90s, right after he died. This private investigator went out to try to prove that she had killed him or she had somebody assassinate him. They could never prove anything, that she did anything to him. And to be honest, I don't really think she did, but there was a huge investigation because it was perfect timing. She was out of the country, or she was gone on tour or something. She wasn't around. And so it was kind of perfect, it was perfect timing for him to die. And now I'm getting this Unsolved Mysteries. I think it's season 2. And this couple who lived in Alberta, Calgary, actually, right near where I used to live. I'm pretty sure I delivered a couple doors down, might even been the house. I don't know. I recognized the house when I saw it. And the boyfriend or the husband went out of town to go see his mother, whom he never does that. And she got a migraine. She was supposed to go, but she got held back because her head was bothering her. And she was killed that night. And I'm pretty sure it was the husband's sister who did it. He said to the cops, like, you need to look at my sister right away because there was a custody battle. And her name was Amber, actually, who died. And there was custody battle, and she had called CPS on her husband's sister for not taking care of her kids. So there was a vendetta there. When there's a vendetta there, then you wait for that perfect timing. You wait for that open window, and fucking anything could happen, right? It's like somebody's maybe waiting for the perfect time for you to be alone or the perfect time to get you, right? And now I'm thinking my work, for instance, right, just an analogy, is like pitch black. It's pitch. There's fucking. For one, it's in bumfuck nowhere, so there really isn't streetlights. And for second, you walk back outside, we're in the swamps, like we're in the forest. There's like, and I always think to myself, holy fuck, this woman's run this restaurant for 25 years and not put a spotlight outside. Like, because nothing's happened, right? It's been safe calls this whole time, but something is perfect timing. And I wasn't sure if that perfect timing was going to be like a good thing or if it was going to be a bad thing. It's like, it seems to have taken possibly a creepy turn. Okay. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what WTAH. I don't know what that means. Motherfucker! Okay. I feel like I'm getting ready to get all smacked up here. Get my veins popping. I've never done that, by the way, so don't make it seem like I'm acting like I have, because I haven't. It just kind of seemed like what I was doing was a little, hey, look at me. Yes! Okay. And the sky was made of amethyst, and the stars are just like little fish. Okay. If somebody is waiting to like fucking jump you or take something from you, fucking give it up. Give your wallet up, give your keys up, give your car up. That's why there's insurance. That's why there's bank protection. Honestly, people can't get very far, and everybody has to have insurance or you can't drive. So just let them take the car, let them take the money, let them take the wallet, let them fucking take whatever they got. Okay, so you are jamming with it. Am I your bro? I'm a female, but I see that a lot. You should learn how to say no. It's almost like, man, if someone's going to come up and rob you, be careful if you say no. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking be careful. There's some type of fucking fucked up timing going on right now. And it's going to be, depending on your karma, good or bad. Look at this. I can't make this up if I tried. All right? Bro Chachki there in the fucking chat. Look at this. Chariot with a fight. So it's like you're going somewhere, you're in your car, you're driving, and then boom, they're just waiting for you. It's like routine is scary, okay, people? Like, I know people get onto their routines and they love them, but just remember, you get a routine going, somebody can get on with that train pretty fucking quickly, okay, and find out where you're at. Look at this, how creepy this is. So in this picture, okay, he's supposed to be writing a letter. But if you look at his eyes are actually more pointed this way, as if he's looking at like a computer screen. So anytime I see this card, I'm like, someone's fucking watching. I just heard somebody could have a computer on, or like a camera on you. And you know what's so fucking nasty was I was watching this Instagram video, and this, I don't know if it's a joke or not, but this lady got her boyfriend a necklace that had a built-in camera in it. And she was watching everywhere he was going, and he had no fucking idea. You know how creepy that is? Okay? Because it could be your loved ones. You know what I mean? Ooh, you know, the ones that you've got this picture perfect situation with. I'm just saying. I can't make these cards up, people. It's just the analogy. Use your discretion and read between the lines, all right? Oof. We got death. Death in the building. Okay. Also, this person could be a Scorpio, which means their birthday could be coming up. Like pretty quick here. October, November. The person that you have this picture perfect situation with, like something that you guys have always pictured. The kids are running around and playing, and you're like, oh, I couldn't think of any more in my entire life that I would want this moment. But they are greasy. Why are they watching you then? Or like setting you up for something. Why are they doing that? Strength. They also could be a Leo. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Leo. We have 3 majors that just popped out with 3 minor. Okay? Which means there are major things happening in between minor things. I just heard it again. You should learn when to go. I don't know if you push something and you stay too far, you stay too long. And it's like the whole, okay, so I got to tell you this story because this could be your intuition telling you something. And I'm going to tell you how intuition works. So my sister and I have this like weird starter in the car. Okay. And I don't know if you've ever had to have a starter replaced, but it's not even the starter that's the job. It's the work that has to be done. Her starter is at the bottom of the engine that you can't get through the bottom. So it takes about fucking 10 hours for this one guy to do it. But luckily, I think the next time we do it, it'll probably only take like about 3 or 4 hours. But anyways, you got to take the entire engine apart to get to the starter. Okay. It's not on some cars, not. Okay. But on her car, you do. So we had another key cut. So then what we could do was leave the car running and go into stores and lock it. Because we had no other option, especially in the summer. We can't turn it off and on. The starter, it's a shit starter. Whatever her ex-boyfriend put in was a garbage starter. But I really don't want to spend $1,200 to get a new one on a 2004 car. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get around things. So anyways, we left the car running in this country ass hillbilly spot. Okay. It was like a market. And we're walking around, we're taking our time, and something is just not right. Courtney's not picking up on a single thing. My sister, it's either her or I that get this, okay? And she's more or less thinking about what she wants for dinner and stuff. And I'm like, okay, we got to hurry up because there's something wrong with the car. And I didn't know if it was going to overheat or what was going on, but I picked everything that I wanted out of the market and I go, and this, I never fucking do this. I go, listen, give me the extra keys. I'm going out to the car. Something doesn't feel right. And so I go walking out, right? I can see the car and I see this shittier looking car parked beside my car. And sure enough, we had the back windows open. They've got like ghost windows that kind of, right? She was putting her hand in the fucking window to pop the door open and take off with the car. It would have been, I tell you, maybe one more minute and they would have been gone with that car. Maybe not even 30 seconds. Because I actually then had an epiphany of me running after it. And the epiphany played through at my work. And this gentleman left without his hat. And it's this old, adorable man. And I fucking took off. And I didn't realize everybody in the restaurant was watching me. And I caught the car. And when I got back, I thought my legs were going to fall off because I ran so fast for a fucking hat. I don't even know why I did it. But I swear I played it out because I was going to go running after that car. I wouldn't have cared. Like I had flip-flops on, but I would have fucking flipped them off and I would have ran for that car. You don't understand. Like that fire started in one of my houses that I was living at, and I grabbed the blanket off the wall and smothered it with my body. Like the things that I have done in sheer terror moments, I act. I don't just stand there, because if you stand there, you're going to lose something. You know what I mean? Somebody's unagi. That's what I kind of call it too. Unagi, like telepathic communication with yourself. Somebody's unagi is going. Okay. And you're not paying attention to it. And when you get that anxiousness, the next time somebody could be fucking taking something from yours and you're not watching, but you're getting a bad feeling. The reason why we get bad feelings, the reason why we have anxiety is so we use it as a tool. So we don't use it so we attack ourselves. We use it as a tool to say, why is my anxiety going? I'm perfectly fine. This situation is fine. What the fuck isn't okay? Right? Because honestly, if you use it as an alarm system, you can use it. You will lose it if you don't use it, right? It's very simple to lose, because then you just go into la la land and you say you're paranoid. Let me tell you, when people say that they get extra paranoid when they smoke weed, it's because you don't pay attention to your paranoia. And there are things around you that are detrimental to your well-being. So pot's going to bring it out. Of course it is. You got to change your life in order to get rid of that paranoia. Don't stop smoking weed thinking that your paranoia is going to go away, because the paranoia is the weed is what's bringing it out. Is bringing out the problem, right? There's a problem somewhere with somebody. And if you don't change it, just because it looks picture perfect. Yeah, it was a country farm. Do I ever think that my vehicle would have been stolen on a country farm with a bunch of hillbilly fuck? No. You think my car would get taken downtown Toronto, downtown somewhere, around a bunch of bums, around a bunch of people? No, we were a bunch of family people. But somebody pulled up beside us. I don't know how they found it. I don't know how they figured it out, but it doesn't take long when people are paying attention and you're not, right? They say it's paranoia, but it's paranoia for a reason. If you learn how to use that, if you learn how to use it as a secret weapon, your paranoia becomes like your fucking secret alarm system that nobody else knows about. Only you. Okay, someone's watching, or you have to start watching something, because whatever it is, whatever you're being driven towards, a fight is coming. Okay, something is going to happen that it slips under the radar because you don't think that something like that could happen. But the reason why you think something like that can't happen is because you're in la la land thinking that you're protected. Trust me, bitch, the second you think you're protected, hike up security. That's what I always say. The second you think you're safe, start looking behind you, because something's trying to give you a false sense of protection. Anybody knows you ain't fucking protected out in this bitch. You got to be watching your back at all times. What the fuck? You ain't protected. You got one lock. I say put on 3 more. Like, I don't fuck around. I don't play odds like that, because odds like that get me fucking robbed. Odds like that get me fucking raped. Odds like that get me jumped. Okay? Think smart, play smart, not dumb, because the world looks easy. The world is not easy. And if it's giving you an easy card, you might want to look behind the easy card. You know what I mean? Figure out why. Because I'm telling you, sometimes it is just better to give it up. Give up that money, give up that car. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Because someone's going to get nowhere if they don't get moving. If they don't start paying attention, their karma is lined up for something for them to lose. And it's because of some fucking connection you have with somebody that obviously just does not trust you. That they're keeping a fucking eye on you. And now I'm getting Jennifer's body. They keep you in a box beside the bed, alive, but just barely. You think you got freedom in a relationship. You think your partner's all that, and you wonder why. It's because they got a little camera on you at all times. I swear it could be that. Or they're GPSing you all the time. They know where you are all the time. And it's got to change. Something's got to change with somebody. You've got to be stronger. Like, you got to look at the man in the mirror, look at something, because whatever your intuition is trying to tell you, you're hanging in something that if you don't get out soon, if you don't stand up, if you don't walk away, if you don't move, then this person's just going to continue to watch you. Do you want somebody watching you? I mean, if you want somebody watching you, awesome, wicked, stay with them. Keep the camera on you. It's cool. If you don't, you may want to think twice. You know what I mean? Freaking idiot in the comment section. Sorry about that for everyone else who's watching. He's been removed. I guess somebody doesn't really realize how much they've got to have their own back, you know? Like, it's easy to turn your back on yourself and like pay attention to other people and watch and try to protect other people, but then who's watching you? You know, that's what I'm getting. Is like, who's watching you? Because I don't think that you are paying attention to yourself, right? It's like whatever connection, you're just staying in the connection because it's just easy. Page of Pentacles. I don't like that. That's immature money. Irrelevant money. Or somebody doesn't want to spend, like, oh, okay, I think it's this, whoever this Three of Pentacles is, whoever's using a tool to watch, like, you're almost like your every move or something like that, they didn't spend very much on it. So I think you're going to be able to figure it out pretty quickly, whatever it is that they're doing. They also could be using witchcraft to watch you. They're definitely stealing something from you. Hey, Renee. Okay, this is another stalker. Go figure. It's like a message that I just got for somebody. This person, whoever bought you something that they're watching you through, or they're like tracking you or something like that, they're very worried about the item all the time. So they'd be like, oh, where's your phone? Oh, where's your, they always make sure you have it on you, right? Because that's the thing that's got it on. That's the thing that's got the GPS or whatever on it. Which is like, why wouldn't you just, they can't put it on your car. That's what I heard. They can't put it on your car because I don't know if you have a tendency to park your car and then go walk somewhere. Then they want it on you. They don't want it in the car. This person's greasy. Ew. It's money wasted. Okay? It's money wasted, let me tell you. But they're getting their money's worth. Let's put it that way. They're getting their wishes come true by watching your every move. I don't know if you're a cheater or something like that, or they think you're going to do something. Queen of Wands in reverse, or Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know. I don't think you live with this person. It's a possibility you don't live with them, but they're watching you from home. Or they're watching you from anywhere, to be honest. But they're not, ooh, this snuck right beside me there. I don't know if you saw that, but this person could be posing as a friend. You know how those motherfuckers are, eh? Oh, I'm your friend. I bought you this because I love you and I care about you spiritually. So I'm going to give you this. And it's got the fucking camera in it. It could be a ring. I mean, you can sneak these little fucking cameras into anything, to be honest, but it has to look good. So that's why I do feel like they did put some money into it. And they're so juvenile that it's like, oh my God, like they're getting something out of it. You know what I mean? Like that's, they could be paying monthly for it too. Like they're losing money because of this, for doing this to you. So they're paying money to definitely track everywhere that you go, which is, ooh, nasty. There's the Queen of Swords. This is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, someone's got to recognize that shit. The Fool and the Five of Pentacles. I do think that this person does not have a lot of money. And if you break up with them, if you suspect something and you break up with them, I don't think they're going to be able to afford to keep tracking you like this. Which could be the universe's way of saying, get a life, go away. Like, because that's the thing is, I don't know if you're ever going to fucking figure out what the hell they've got tracking you. I mean, especially now, it could have been something in your shoe. You know, you wear certain shoes every day and they know that you do, or a watch. They know you wear this watch. But if you're not somebody who wears jewelry, I'm like, how would they do it but then it's like, now it's coat season. So you got your coat with you all the time, or they like these cameras are fucked. You know what I mean? They're called spy cameras for a reason. They ain't supposed to get caught. You're not supposed to even know they're doing it. It's like every time you go out, every time you're on your own, poof. It actually, whatever this program is, it could charge them to watch your live feed as well. Some of the shit is not cheap, okay? Could be cheap to, like, get started. Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, I redid this aquarium today. Oh, my God, it looks awesome. But I'm not going to show it yet because it's just, like, it's just kind of starting to get all settled, but oh my God, it's so cool. I'm going to put my fish in there. All these live plants and shit. Then I got this big piece of driftwood. So I'm setting up my tank today. And it's just staring at me beside. But now I don't have a table here, which I did because now the table's over there with the aquarium. So now I have to get another table for here. Oh my God, I don't know about you, but I had the busiest fucking day today. I did all 3 of my tanks. Actually, I did 4. I didn't do his, actually. My little beta fish is right here. Do you want to see him? There he is. He's actually sitting right there. He's floating. He's got his, I put little hammocks in there, little spider plants that are floating. He's floating right beside me. He's not really supposed to be right there, but now soon he's going to be on the other side, but the tank has to be left alone for a couple of days before you can put him in there. Then I was going to get him a friend, but they didn't have any, so we're just going to have to get some snails soon. But the snails died because there wasn't enough food in the tank. So aquatic life, I tell ya, is such a trip. Like, it's so many things to learn when you start getting tanks. Holy crap. And then I got these real plants for it. And the lady's like, well, do you have like an LED light to grow them? And I'm like, no. Thinking that real plants can just sit in the dark. How dumb am I? Check your luggage too, eh? Check your luggage, because they know you got to go everywhere with your luggage. You know what I would do? If that was you, Renee, I would go to like a secondhand store and buy all new luggage, but like old people's luggage. Get rid of all that new shit you have, because you have nice luggage, that hard luggage. You might never even find it in there. Your luggage has me a little bit worried. I don't know why all of a sudden I thought of that. They have to adapt, right? Not everybody's the same. That's Neptune, Pisces. Drugs and alcohol. Okay. Taurus. Taurus energy with Neptune and Sagittarius? What the fuck? Okay, so Neptune gives us supernatural qualities, illusions and delusions, false appearances, drugs, and alcohol. So Neptune can fuck with you when you're drunk. Neptune can be that energy. It's Pisces energy. So Pisces people, and Pisces is not right beside Taurus, but the next sign over. Somebody close to you. Second house. Taurus. I don't know why I put this damn piece of paper away so quickly. Oh. Material and self-worth. Balancing your self-worth. Maybe stopping drinking. Stop hiding. Start being you. Stop hiding under illusions. I think somebody also has to start realizing that they do have supernatural qualities, that they can do certain things. And there are things that happen around them that are unexplainable, which means you have supernatural Neptune powers, which is Pisces powers, which is the moon power, hidden power. I also just heard hidden agendas. And now my phone is ringing in my head, which I've started to use as a sign. Like, why is my phone ringing? Like, what do I have to, like a call is coming in, you know, like a message is coming in. Yeah, actually, let's do these ones. We're going to do the Godfather Tarot. Because it's a lot about family and drugs and alcohol and, you know, because we're all... Okay, what's the Sagittarius energy? That just moved. Secrets. Dependable man, trustworthy, fertility, new beginnings, Ace of Cups, High Priestess, Knight of Coins. So this Sagittarius energy, you could be meeting somebody, literally. Ace of Cups, new beginnings, fertility, could be getting pregnant with a trustworthy man. How ghetto these cards are. They don't even know how to spell trustworthy. Jesus. Fucking get your shit together. Okay, and then High Priestess, intuition and learning. So maybe somebody's learning how to be more dependable, you know, and not so drunk all the time, or not doing drugs anymore. Right? Becoming more reliable, learning how to listen to their intuition and what their secrets, you know, their soul is telling them. Ace of Coins just came out. So 2 aces, okay, just came out in fucking 4 cards, okay? And then we got marriage with inheritance. So with new beginnings comes endings. But somebody could be getting married or Again, beginnings, success, money. Whoa. Because the fucking deck just flipped out of my goddamn hand, look what was under there. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Under a burden. What the fuck? Okay. Someone's been carrying the load, all right? Possibly this high priestess. And balance is coming in. Like, so anybody that's using their high priestess, using their secrets, using their intuition to make the world a better place, you know what I mean? Is negotiation, balance. It's almost like a balance is coming. Because money comes in, money could be coming in for you. This is second house. Generosity. With the star. Hope and guidance. This is fucked. Somebody could be making a donation to you or something like that, and it takes a fucking huge burden off your back. Possibly, or this inheritance comes through. Like, I mean, inheritance could be a few things. It could be something that's lined up to come to you. And it has absolutely nothing to do with your family. It's all karma. Like it's it's kind of karma lined up for somebody, for this to happen in your life kind of thing. But it's like you're being guided towards this generosity. Six of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. Give me this Neptune energy. Neptune. Okay. Potential for success. Okay, so Neptune with this drugs and alcohol business, okay? It seems like there's a potential for success with cutting something out. Okay? Advocacy, standing strong with the Lovers. And the Hierophant. So there's Taurus. So Taurus showed up and Sagittarius showed up. Gemini's there. Somebody advocating for you, possibly standing strong in your corner for you. You've got anxiety about it, or you've got anxiety about how this is going to go for you. And the universe is like, I wouldn't really worry about it. Look at that. Another ace. Ace of Swords. Success again. I couldn't tell you how many times success is written in these cards that are just right here. I think it's written at least 4 times. Okay. And then we have strength. Overcoming this restriction. Okay. And then with the Tower. So somebody could have like a really restricted bank account, or really restricted how they spend money, how they deal with money. And suddenly somebody comes in and they're like, you don't have to worry about money ever again. This dependable man. And you know how you're like when you're married, or when you're common law or whatever, the money that you make individually but together as a unit is supposed to be divided separately amongst the two, right? Houses, money, cars, everything into, if that's what you accumulated through your relationship, that's what gets divided. My sister's ex-husband ended up with everything. He took, when he asked us to leave, he had 3 houses. He has 3, at the time he had 4 businesses going into his 5th and 6th. And he already had a girlfriend. They weren't even separated yet. And she didn't really understand what was going on. So she even tried to like get him back and work and go to therapy. They were together for 10 years. He accumulated everything. He was a drug addict when they got together. He was actually in rehab when they first hooked up. So she got him through everything. If it wasn't for her, like he would be dead. Like he and his mother knew that. Everybody knew that. He fucked her so bad. And she ended up in bankruptcy because of it. And he blamed me. He tried to blame me for things. And I was like, I got fucking nothing to do with your 10-year relationship. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, get my fucking name out of your mouth, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, if I fucking had a gun that day, I would have killed him for what he fucking said and what he did and how he fucking punked my sister after fucking 10 years, after getting him out of the gutter. That's the thing. The guy never even fucking worked before he got with her. She did everything for him. And he fucking fucked her. And when I see him now, he's got more businesses now since we've been in town. He's got commercials on fucking TV. He's got a post office at his house. He's got a fucking full store at his house. He's got fucking 2 kids. He's got all this shit. My sister's got fucking nothing. And all she's really been doing is dealing with the karma of what he put her through. Everything that he did and how she ended up with nothing and he ended up with everything when he had nothing and she had everything when they hooked up. It's funny how, not funny, but really fucking trippy how you can have everything when you get with somebody and then you break up and then you meet them again and they've got everything and you have nothing and they say, fuck you. Really? When I knew you in rehab? When I knew you when you didn't have enough money, you were fucking cooking rice in your microwave? Really? You want to punk me? Because you don't remember where you come from, right? That's the thing. You don't remember where you come from. You don't remember that life can get hard, right? Because you got a little fucking bank account with you, right? Wait till that fucking bank account gets taken away from you. Wait till that husband gets taken away from you. Wait till you don't have that house anymore. Wait till suddenly now your family doesn't want to fucking talk to you anymore because they're worried you're going to ask for money. You just wait. You think you got it all going. You think life could never fuck you. You think you got everything. And life will fuck you. If you got a karmic out there that's waiting for you and you're being a little bitch because the circumstances that they're in aren't as good as when you first met them, fucking jump off a cliff. Honestly, get the fuck over yourself. That is the fucking, I knew people when they had nothing. I knew people when they were in the gutter. I knew people when they were on welfare. I fucking dated them. I gave everybody a chance because you know what? It isn't about how much money they got in their account. It's about their heart. It always has been. And I'm not ever going to deny that for myself. And if somebody, I don't care about their bank account. That's the fucking thing. Why should a bank account, how much somebody's got in their bank account matter? Like, wait, like that matters really? You don't deserve to be with somebody then. You don't deserve, you don't, and like even my father looks at me like I'm a fucking piece of shit. Are you kidding? Okay. Because I don't have what he thinks I should have. He tried to get me to buy a house when I was like 26 or 27. And I was having a midlife crisis and I just found out about my scoliosis. I just found out that I had been massively sexually assaulted by my stepfather for years, which is why I've always been scared of him. And all I wanted to be was with my father. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to be. I just wanted to be with my dad. I just wanted to be with somebody that I knew cared about me. And even he walked away from me. He called me disgusting, turned around, walked away. And because I didn't want to do things the way he wanted to do things, he fucking let me, anyways, be homeless, fucking, and you know what? You can say, yeah, it made me a stronger person, sure, but at the same time, it almost, when you're being put up against the wall about becoming a stronger person, where is strength, by the way? I know it fucking popped out here somewhere. When you're being, okay, and someone's like, you need to learn, you need to grow, you need to understand society, you need to learn, you need to grow up, blah, 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 whatever the fuck people say, you know what I mean? When they think that they're doing the right thing, it's called tough love. No, that's called hate. That's called fucking hate. That's not tough love. Tough love doesn't exist. You know what I mean? You either want to help somebody get somewhere or you don't. You say no, you say you need to learn the tough way. I don't even know what that means anymore. The tough way. Are you kidding? Life has thrown me so many bricks to my face that at this point in time, when the inevitable happens, which I always know is going to, it's so lined up to have these witnesses and these miracles around as something is going wrong, because I don't deserve to have any more hate being thrown at me. So things happen, like timing happens, things break. You can't get away from that. But life can also throw you an angel right in front of you to help you because you didn't deserve it, but it was going to happen. And it happens to everybody, but you deserve somebody to help you right away. And then there's the people that shit happens to, they blow tires, they fucking suddenly something happens to their vehicle, or they get thrown out of somewhere or whatever, and then there's nobody around to help them. And why do you think that is? Because they don't fucking deserve anybody to come around and help them. Because people came around and asked for their help and they refused them. So do you think that life is just going to throw them a bunch of lemons and say, hey, make some more lemonade because you're so good at passing that shit out? No. They're going to be like, go pick them yourself. And then when you're done picking them for yourself, go pick them for everybody else that you stole them from. All those people that you refused help from, even though you got the help when you needed it, but you didn't want to give any help when it was in return, right? So somebody obviously didn't want to help you when they were supposed to help you. And then they judged it on why they didn't want to help you because of the situation that you were in. But that person was already in that situation. So why the fuck would they judge you on it? And that was God. That was Satan. That was everybody coming down and going, oh, no, you didn't. I know you did not just do that. I know that person just came to your door looking for somewhere to go. And when in the past, when you went and you knocked on their door and they gave you a place to stay, I know you're not going to slam that door. I know you're not going to. No, oh, you walk away. Really? You're going to walk away? Oh, okay. Okay. Because you're too scared. You don't know how long they're going to stay for. You don't want them taking over your life. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, honestly, my aunt actually gave up doing pottery. She had one of those like pottery ovens or whatever, that are fucking crazy expensive, because she let everybody in the group, everybody in her little community use it. They used it so much that it pissed her off. So she got rid of it. And I was like, so you don't do pottery anymore? She's like, no, people wouldn't stop asking me to use my oven, blah, blah, blah. And I go, you couldn't have just set some fucking boundaries? Do you even know what that word is? But no, she gets in a Hufflepuff. Fucking, all these people are coming, blah, blah, blah. It's called set a fucking boundary, bitch. No, you can't use it. But tomorrow at 6:00, you can come on by. Like, why can't you just still use it because you like it, but let other people borrow it? You know what I mean? Like, because one day, like, and that's, I'm not going to lie, I just got Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if you've seen that motherfucker, but when the prince says no to the old woman, do you know what happens to him? That's like I know it sounds like a joke and it sounds stupid, but it's not, because there are situations that happen. And if you don't prove to be a bigger person in that situation, you might as well tell the universe you're still a fucking kid, because that's how you're acting. When you get in a bigger position, it means that you're in that bigger position so you can help the people that are lower than you. Because it doesn't mean that they're lower than you by standards. Sorry, they don't have enough money and enough things for you to feel that they're cool enough. Because a soul is a soul. People can buy shit. They can make money all of a sudden and buy a whole new fucking house. If that's not what they're trying to do at the moment, then that shitty littleness that they do have, that people are judging them on, is for a fucking reason. Because they're saying that they're going to be a good person and they're turning their back on the exact thing that they used to be. Isn't that a tad bit disgusting? Just a tiny little bit like, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? You keep saying that you're not an asshole, but that's exactly what you fucking are. And you could just be one of those people that you've got to expose these people. That's your job, to expose these people. That's your job, to be in a lower position so then that people come around you that aren't supposed to judge people like you because they've been there, and then they do. The universe looks down and goes, yeah, okay. So they did it again. Just want to make sure that it's a check mark. They did it. Oh, yep, right under the not again. Yep, okay. So they clearly haven't learned anything. We're going to push them back again. And then there are people who get pushed back because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And then they go and push people out of the way. And they take things that aren't theirs. Right? So that's the thing. Maybe this dependable man who is just staring at me, by the way, with this gun. I didn't even put a card over top of him. He's just staring at me with a loaded gun, okay? He's just staring at me. And I'm like, this dependable man, there's a possibility was kept from you, okay? Because they judged you on something. Don't be surprised if somebody comes around out of the gutter, says, hey, by the way, what's going on? Yeah, sorry I was such a dick. And you're like, oh, that's why I didn't see you. I fucking knew you judged me on where you live, but I'm glad you finally came to your fucking senses and realized that if the puck had rolled the other way, you could have been in this exact same one and I wouldn't have judged you. But I'm glad you finally got your head out of your ass. Fucking sitting on your neck for way too long, you're gonna become crooked. Right? And this person doesn't want to be crooked. They don't want to be that person, clearly. Right? It's just so like off-putting how much you can be judged by people who like, I mean, for one, some people live very privileged lives and they have a lot of money and they would never fucking know the other side of the world. They don't know. They don't know the other side of the coin. But then there's other people who knew that dirty side of the coin and flipped to the other side of the coin and then forgot that they were ever dirty before. Because it's not about how much money you have. If you don't clean yourself properly, you're going to get dirty. And your money can still stay the way that it is and you become scum. Right? Scum walk the earth. It's almost like the more money you have, the more irresponsible people become. The more then they start doing stupid things with it because they're like, well, I got money, so I might as well do it. Have you ever seen 8mm? It's the fucking scariest movie in the world. And that's what happens when you have money, right? You go above and beyond and you never know when it's going to stop. And then you end up fucking going over the edge. Right? Like maybe you should be giving your money away. Maybe you should be giving it to charity. Maybe you should be fucking helping somebody in your community. Maybe, you know, like you never know. I mean, whenever I get a little bit of extra money, these guys, you know, it's so funny. He was on camera for like that 2 seconds and then he moved and he was sitting there for so long. It's like, you didn't want to be on camera. These guys always get an upgrade. Actually, you know what? I mean, I will show you what I got going on over here. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you're going to really be able to see it, but... Oh, yeah, you fucking will. Okay. I should make sure I don't drop it. So there's the new tank. So we got... I mean, how pimped does that look? I wanted to get some little catfish for it and shit because I wanted to have some algae eaters, but unfortunately it's not a big enough tank to have algae eaters. These ones that I wanted to get, these Cory catfish, because they actually they're school fish, so you need like 2 or 3. So I'm gonna get some neons, but I gotta let the tank sit for a couple of days, and I'm going to get this oxygenator going here. No filter so far. I don't know if I can't get an algae eater, I'm going to have to put a filter on there, but it's going to get dirty no matter what. But if I leave it for a bit, I might be able to get snails. I might get shrimp. Shrimp are really hard to take care of. Apparently my brother tried to do it. It was a fucking mess. They died all the time. And then the snails I got died because there wasn't enough food in the tank, because I keep the tank so fucking clean because I'm so fucking ADHD like that. But with the plants, I can't just, I can't fuck around. I'm not gonna be able to take everything out all the time. That piece of driftwood cost me $45 fucking too, eh? Whenever I get a little bit of extra money, one of my creatures gets a fucking cribs upgrade. Honestly, or they get something. Like I bought a moss stick for the other one now. So they both have moss sticks to like lay on, and they always get something. I mean, I can only do so much shopping for myself, and like I can't really get furniture and shit up my stairs. So my apartment is my apartment's weird, and like I don't really want a whole lot of furniture up here. So I buy so much furniture for my critters. I fucking might as well. Oh, yo, and then I go to PetSmart today. I had to get the stuff I had to get the plants and stuff because nobody else in the town sells them. But so I went there and got the plants, and they had these 2 pythons, and they were in 50-degree temperature. My sister had a conniption. So there I am. I'm trying to get the plants and everything. And I'm talking to the lady because I wanted to get this one algae eater, but they're super aggressive. So I couldn't put them in the tank and all this shit. So I'm having like a full conversation with the lady and she's going around looking at everything, right? So she's like, Whitney, get over here. So I walk over and she's like, look at these pythons. They're sitting 58 degrees, 58 degrees. What the fuck? And like, it's all like curled up in the back and everything. Yo, she called the animal cruelty line on PetSmart. Fucking bitches. Don't fuck with my sister. She might actually go buy one. This one's been there forever. It's a little bull python. It's been there forever. I feel so fucking bad for it. And like, to be honest, the aquarium that this was a tank, but I wasn't using it for anything. So I thought, fuck it, I'll turn it into an aquarium then. And now she might get a python. She's like, it keeps coming to her third eye. And when I got my first snake, it's because this other python from this other store was calling my name and I saw it in my dreams. And I thought, okay, well, if I see it in my dreams, I'm going to go and check it out. Right. So I went and checked it out and the lady was like, oh, the pythons can't go right now. They're getting a spray. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean they're getting sprayed? So she's like, well, they got handled a lot. So we put the spray on them. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking want your pythons then. I don't want no fucking snakes with a fucking spray on them. Like, she's like, well, they could get sick because they get handled and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, you shouldn't be just letting the general public handle your snakes then. Like, you fucking moron. You fucking, anyways. So there was this corn snake, this rat snake. And we took it out. We were playing with it or whatever. And then she brought me this baby rat snake. This albino rat snake. And I loved the baby. I was like, oh my God, this is what I wanted. Like I wanted either a disabled snake or I wanted a baby snake. That's what I wanted to start with, right? You got to start small. You got to start with your babies, right? And my sister fell in love with the other one. So then we got home with my snake and she just kept thinking about the other one. And I'm like, well, we should just go back and get it then. I ended up buying an aquarium way too big because I thought I was going to get the python. So she put the corn snake in there, the rat snake. And then I went back after I had this epiphany because there was a black snake there and I bought it. Honestly, and it was like the best thing I've ever done in my whole life. And it's when you are driven towards something and it just keeps calling you, the universe is only going to call you for so long until they got to put the fucking phone down and they got to start making other calls, right? It's one of those things. But if you listen, like she might go to PetSmart and get this other python. Like I was kind of like, fuck, dude, you should have told me. Like I would have just, and I mean, I still can't take this tank apart and buy an aquarium. But I think my betta fish is going to like this because it's a little shallow and he doesn't really like it that deep and it's a little bit more room. So I think he's really going to like it, but we'll just go buy another tank. I mean, they're pretty fucking cheap. But I don't know. She might go and buy a python tomorrow. And it's because she just doesn't, she's got some money and what the fuck else are you going to do with it? Like sometimes you got to invest in things and like sometimes they are animals, right? Because so many people get a hold of these animals and they don't treat them right. They don't treat them right. It's almost like they're waiting for those snakes to die at PetSmart. Why the fuck? 58 degrees? Like, 58 degrees? A python? Are you fucking dumb? And then she's like, well, we just turned the lights on. And I'm like, I didn't ask if they had mats. So that's the thing. If they have heating mats, then it's a little bit different. But like a python, you should just have that red light on all the time. Like I would leave them on, but actually, I might start leaving the rat snake one on, but he likes this red light that I got. These snakes have been really hard to determine what kind of lights they want above them because you're not supposed to put a light. Actually, I don't know if you are supposed to put a light above a king snake because he didn't really like this light that I got him. It was like a daylight. So I put this other light in there. I put a red light in there. Now he fucking loves it. He's out all the time. Fucking 58 degrees. Jesus. Fuck idiots. So she might go get this snake tomorrow. You never know. You never know. So you never know the path that suddenly just gets revealed to you, because you go down and you do this other path. And these snakes need people, animals need people to step up and take care of them, right? Yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but what the fuck else do you got going on? What else are you spending your money on? Oh, yeah, that's right. Drugs and alcohol. Get some hobbies. Work with wood, whittle, make something, fucking sew, glue something, anything to just get moving in a positive direction. So then your mind isn't always concerned with what you're going to drink or what you're going to smoke or how you're going to get high, right? On your time off. Like my time off, holy shit, I had so much things to do because of my creatures. Because of my creatures. It's giving me something to do. And that's when people, they get lives by finding stuff to do. It's very healthy to do that, right? Thank you. Oh my God, are you kidding? You're always on the time with that shit, eh? I know, it's so sad. I hate it. And like, you can't, you know, rescue everything. I've had this pipe for so long. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Okay. It's perfect timing to change your life. I did all these renovations in my room today too, to incorporate all this shit. It's just so much fun to not, you know, always think about yourself. Like to think about something else is like, you know, you're healed when you can think about something else and not just yourself all the time. And how you're going to get rest or how you're going to get this and how you're going to do that. It's like, life is so single-minded when it's like that, you know, it's boring. Aquariums are so awesome to look at too. That's the thing. Like maybe somebody just needs to look at life for a bit, you know. Go down to the pond and catch some crayfish. That's what I could do. Put a crayfish in there. Oh, there was this awesome one I saw at the river this one time too. And it was like bright red. And it kept trying to climb onto my shoe. It just kept walking up to me, just open claws, you know, trying to think that it could hide under my shoe. I should have that would have been a great idea. You know, next spring, I might put a crayfish in that would be cool. They'll eat a lot of shit though. That's the thing. I can't have any fish in there then. But a crayfish tank or something, that'd be cool. Just give them minnows all the time. Okay, what's going on? Okay, we can't. That's about me trapping a crayfish. Okay, see, sometimes, honestly, I have to not talk about things when I'm trying to channel. Okay, here we go. Clear my mind. Son of a bitch, that just went way back there. Oh. Look, that actually wasn't that. Warrior. Mask. Experience. Dance. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Oh, I gotta turn this fan on. Fan off. It's freaking freezing. Okay. Mask, experience, warrior. Okay, so it kind of seems like, and like you have had your suspicions about this for a while, okay? So I think somebody has been masking what they want this experience to bring them, okay? Whatever experience, like life, work, love, it could be love, okay? partnership, something like that. You've been suspicious, I think, maybe of yourself for a while, because you're like, you don't know what you want to experience. Because when Hellraiser is around, Hellraiser is like, really, honestly, it's a tough one, because that is like sex beyond, like that's like torture and shit. And maybe somebody has to, what they're experiencing, like maybe they've got this relationship and the sex is really heavy, but that's just a mask, because they're scared to follow their instincts and go deeper with love. They think that what they're experiencing is supposed to be obsession. Literally, which is what the dance card is about. Okay. It's about dancing until you die. Okay. Literally, you're being told, like, that's what those dancers are being told. Like, they dance until they die. Right. And maybe somebody's like, that's like, love is supposed to be tragic, and it's supposed to be whips and chains and fucking, like you're supposed to be a warrior in bed. And that is fake. Okay. That's false. They're looking at something fake. Okay. Or they're looking at something now that they've grown out of. Okay. Because they were just scared to follow their instincts to go deeper. That's all it was. So they keep kind of like replaying the same things over and over and over again. And it's just like sexual desires. It's not the experience that they want anymore. It's almost like sex isn't doing it anymore for somebody. They want to go deeper. They want to love. They want to feel. They want a chance at it, right? They want a chance at something that terrifies them, right? Because anytime you want to jump in the ocean, there's always a chance that something is there. It's watching you, right? It's always there lurking. And it's like, it almost kind of feels like this feeling has been lurking possibly around you for quite some time, but you've had no drive to go towards it, right? For some reason, because you're following this other existence. You have to hide your feelings, right? Go straight forward and rip yourself apart, because that's the warrior way of showing that I almost see like an overachiever. You could be an overachiever at something, and nobody cares. That's not like your business or your work or whatever it is not concerned with how quick you can do the job anymore. It's how efficient you are at it, right? How deep you can go. Are you following your instincts? Are you watching what people need? Are you, getting the customers that look confused? Are you following your instincts, right? Are you going deeper with it? Because surprisingly, yeah, there are some people who are kind of like mechanical animals, and there really isn't anything you can do about it, because it's just like, monkey see, monkey do. I'm on a factory line. I'm drunk. I don't really care what happens with my life. I'm just on the ride. I don't really care what happens. There's those people. And then once those people awake, then there's another reason why they want to be here, right? Which is what helps you when you start getting animals. It starts making you want to be here. It starts making you want to live, right? I know. You're pretty lucky that you can have him when you're traveling around, Nah! Baywatch. What a fucking joke that is, eh? Oh, I'm so thirsty. Illness with the call in Children of the Night. So I do feel like somebody is... You might get a call in the middle of the night that your kid is sick. For one. That's like a quick little for somebody. Answer your phone in the middle of the night. And also, I do feel like someone's been a little bit drained from this relationship because they didn't take the call. You know, they still kind of chose to act like a child at night, maybe, right? And not get the call that their lifestyle is making them sicker and sicker and sicker, right? Because sometimes you get the call, but it doesn't mean you answer it, right? You can just let that bitch go right to voicemail. We all know how to screen, right? So, and just keep acting like everything's okay until you die. And then what? Or until you get a fucking really close call. That's the thing. So I don't know if you want to like get your blood pressure checked or something like that. Someone's blood pressure could be like super high because of what this torture does to them. Because of what the sex does to them. Or like, you got to remember, man, like some of this shit is like gymnastics, right? If you're not in shape, you got to watch what you do in bed because you could hurt yourself. Just way too much work, right? Instead of just going deep. That's what she said. All right. Well, I am getting starving. Marvin up in this bitch. I did so much fucking work today that I didn't go to the grocery store. So now I'm going to have to order takeout like I did last night. Because I'm freaking starving now, which always happens after readings. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for chatting there, Renee. And Adam. Yeah, Adam. Thanks, everybody, for being here. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Like, get a little too freaky and your ticker could just explode, you know? Like, you got to be careful. Like, someone's got to be careful out there. Or you just drink too much, do too much cocaine, and then you just, you know, have sex, and it's just like your fucking heart is going to explode, you know? You got to be careful. You got to go deep. You got to, you know, somebody needs to find something more meaningful in their life than that before they possibly have a heart attack. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always. And peace out. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Viagra. That shit should just be taken off the shelves altogether. If you can't get it up, I don't really think you should be able to have sex. And that means you can't have sex. You know what I mean? Like, fucking get it popping. Why do you got to take the easy way and pop a pill? Like, that's just redonkulous. I had this one boyfriend. Every time we would have sex, he would always come and he would stay hard. He would never lose his rock hard erection, ever. I mean, eventually he would if he wanted to, but he controlled it all the time. Men have control of that if they want to. That's the thing. When men give up control and they just give it up, then they lose it, right? And what's all about them, of course they're not going to keep their fucking erection after they have sex. They want to go to bed. I want to sleep. Time to go to bed. Yep, as per usual. I can't say that I'm not one for going to bed afterwards too, but not like in the daytime. I don't go take a nap. Fuck kidding me? I got shit to do. I don't have time to have naps. I was talking about this the other day too, where it's like, keep getting told to have a nap. I'm like, I don't fucking have naps, man. Like, I don't know what your time. I'm not 6 years old. Like, I want fucking time to have naps. I'm not going to sleep at night if I keep fucking napping. What are you talking about? Who the fuck has time to nap? Like, I barely even have time to breathe. Like, Jesus. Anyways, peace out. Like I said, I'm still fucking starving. It's almost like I'm delaying getting off here because I don't know what I want to eat. I was thinking maybe getting Chinese, but then sometimes I get the worst heartburn afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys cooking? Keep it vegetarian, I guess. I don't know. I gotta get something in my gullet. Okay, peace out. I'm going to leave. Bye, Renee. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And everybody else that's there, peace out. Word to your mothers.